Hey everybody, Tim here with today's review of Titans Season 1, Episode 6, Jason Todd, which kind of spoils like the whole big twist just in the title, but whatever. Overall, I would say this was a really good one. I really felt engaged. I really liked it. It was kind of fun learning once again another character, which the whole setup for this show so far, it's like every episode brings in like this new character, even though this is the first season and we haven't really even established like the main characters. I mean, you kind of get like it's Dick, Corey, Rachel, and Gar. But like I said, every other episode, I mean, we get the Doom Patrol, we get Hawk and Dove, and now we get Jason Todd. So a lot of this actually has to do with Dick's history and like him being in the Haley circus and his family dying, and we see a lot of flashbacks of just like him going to his parents' funeral and stuff like that. In the meantime, we also are learning more about Jason Todd and how he was trying to steal the Batmobile's hubcaps, which is actually fairly accurate to the comics, where he was trying to steal the wheels off the Batmobile. And instantly, Dick is just like, you were trying to steal the Batmobile and he took you in, like instantly getting that jealousy, that bitterness, like, oh, I guess I was just replaced like that, willy-nilly. So it's kind of interesting. Jason talks about how they both have trackers in their arm, and like Dick had no idea like there was anything in his arm, and Jason's like, well, maybe you forgot, and he's like, no, like Bruce put that in me without even asking. So it's getting very, very muddled, like the whole relationship between Bruce and Dick, which is kind of interesting. We see how like Bruce changed the locks to the safe houses, and how he lets Jason drive the Batmobile, which evidently he never let Dick do. And it's almost one of those like, so I'm kind of an only child, but like my husband has an older brother, and I know other people have siblings, and talking to them and stuff, this definitely kind of seems like an older younger sibling thing, where it's like I wasn't allowed to do anything, but the younger one gets to basically do anything they want. So that's kind of what it seems to me. Watching Dick cut the tracker out of his arm was just like, I don't know, like, it was a bit much for me, watching him just slice into it. And Corey's on the phone, and he's like, you have impeccable timing, and stuff like that. It was just too much for me. But it is what it is. We learned that a lot of the circus folk that that Dick grew up with have been killed, and it's all like acid related. And the last one alive is Atlas, the strong man, which is the one that Dick actually wanted to go with and be raised by him, but he said, no, Bruce Wayne can give you a better life. So it's kind of interesting to see them. We found out that 2 years ago, when Dick was still working with Batman, that Tony Zuko was arrested, but they kind of made a deal and were going to let him go. And so Robin basically like shut it down while he was being transported and was like, you're the reason my parents were killed. And at that time, the Maroney family, I think it was, shows up and basically shoots, and they're shooting at him, and he's like, save me, and he's like, no. And Tony Zuko's killed, and so Dick kind of feels responsible for it, and now it turns out that his son is the one that's causing all of this trouble, because Robin let his dad die, and he could clearly tell that Dick was Robin. So a lot of stuff's going on. We see Jason just beat the shit out of a bunch of cops. And even Dick is like, there's no way Batman's okay with this. And Jason's like, of course he's not. But he's not here. So we're already kind of getting that, like, Jason Todd is not a good character. Which is part of the reason that they ended up getting rid of him for the comics, was they did the infamous poll where Jason was not super popular. He was very more harsh and more rash than Dick was. And so they did this big poll in the comics, like, should we let Jason keep going, or should we just kill him off? And more people voted for killing him off than to save him. And that's how he ended up dying, and then we got Tim in later on, who has the greatest name ever. So it's kind of, they already are portraying Jason as kind of an unlikable character to I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this show continues that we see Jason's death, to be honest with you. I don't know if that's a spoiler alert, because it's just me guessing at future seasons, but I would not be surprised. So for those who have seen this one, what did you guys think about it? What did you think about Jason compared to Dick? What did you think about the origin stories? What did you think about the son of Tony Zuko and the whole acid thing? Go ahead, let me know. Thank you guys for everything, and I will see you guys next time for Asylum.